There was a new kind of excitement in the Astrodome air and a new kind of linebacker on the AstroTurf. His name was Robert Brazile, and with a lineman's bulk and a halfback's speed, he was both tracker and destroyer. He epitomized a new breed of linebackers, and for the next 10 years, he set the standard for them. The 1975 NFL Rookie of the Year flourished in the Oilers' newfangled 3-4 alignment that accentuated his mobility and strength. For opposing running backs, the man they called Dr. Doom was a double nightmare. Whether they had to block him or run on him, they never stood a chance.
I remember Hacksaw Reynolds, before we played the Cowboys in the championship game, Hacksaw came down to breakfast that morning, and as he walked into the cafeteria, he had his whole uniform on, and he had the eye black, he had his hands taped, and you know, Bill didn't say much about it. He just went on as if, you know, that's Hacksaw.
The 49ers' intensity would be mirrored by the confident Cowboys.
Well, these Cowboys have been the raspberry seed in the eye tooth of the 49ers for many years. Here's a kick by Wersching, and it is taken by Timmy Newsome on the 8. 10, 15, 20, runs right, 25, and down at about the 26-yard line. And quite a few of the 49ers were there, led by Mike McCall, the linebacker. And it's from the 26, a 19-yard return by Timmy Newsome. McCall was the tackler on the first play of the game, and the Cowboys go from their 26-yard line. I formation with Danny White under center, and they can match you in a multitude of ways. They got a lot of weapons. Dorsett and Springs in the backfield. They're in the I formation. And on first down, here's the toss to Dorsett running right. He gets about 2 yards, and down he goes. He was tripped up by Harper, the linebacker, and then he was well covered after a gain of a couple of yards.
And in that first game here at Candlestick, when the 49ers won so big, Fred Dean just about destroyed everybody on the offensive line for Dallas.
On second down and 8, Danny White with a long snap count. Now takes the ball, and he's back to throw. Steps and throws, overthrew his man. He tried to get it to Doug Cosby, the tight end. Cosby had Jack Reynolds trailing him. The ball is at the Cowboy 28, and it's 3rd and 8. And they shift into the shotgun. Out of the double wing. The snap to Danny White. Back to throw on 3rd and 8. He is rushed out of the pocket and sacked. Back at the 15-yard line, he was blasted. I mean, hit hard by Dwayne Board, the defensive end. They were roaring, and the line of scrimmage is now the Dallas 14-yard line.
13-yard loss on that sack by Dwayne Board.
The Cowboys were able to keep the ball for 1 minute and 15 seconds, and now Danny White will get the punt away from his 5-yard line. Freddie Solomon goes back as the punt return man. There's the kick by White. It's a good one. It booms out down to the 35 of San Francisco, and the ball is returned. All the way across the field comes Solomon. He avoids about 4 tackles, stumbles, comes out to the 35, and down he goes at the 37-yard line. He ran smack from one side of the field to the other. He was chased by 100 people out there. A 49-yard punt, a 3-yard return. Angelo King, the tackler. The 49ers have the ball at their 37.
He did a marvelous job of just staying on his feet and getting all the way across the field. He ran a lot of ways to get just 3 yards, didn't he?
He certainly did. Joe Montana goes to work with Earl Cooper in the backfield with him. 2 tight end formation. From the 37, a pass by Montana. He throws to the sideline. It's caught for big yards and probably a first down. It is a first down out to the 48-yard line. And it was Schumann, the flanker, who caught the ball for a first down, a gain of 11. And a big gain on the very first play.
They're go again.
Here's another by Montana. It's chased out of the pocket. And now he throws, and it's incomplete beyond midfield. He tried to get it to Lendell Elliott, who's starting in their backfield in the absence of Ricky Patton for the 49ers.
The Cowboys now change their defense on second and long yardage, expecting a 49er pass coming up.
The ball is at the 48-yard line of San Francisco. 6 defensive backs for Dallas. Here's a toss to Cooper running left. Turns upfield, gets down to the Dallas 49-yard line before he is tackled. And it is going to be 3rd down and 7 for the 49ers. So they have 4 wide receivers. 2 of them is setbacks. 3rd and 7, and another pass play by Montana. He's on the roll. He's being chased. He throws on the run, and it's caught inside the 35 of Dallas for a 1st down. The tight end, Charlie Young, really knew what to do, and he came back and helped out.
17-yard gain on that pass completion from Montana to Charlie Young. And once again, Montana is so mobile and can run so well and gets around so well and is such a fine athlete that he's very difficult to rush.
1st down for the 49ers at the Dallas 32-yard line. Motion by Solomon. Young is split left. 1st down pass by Montana. Stays in the pocket. Throws. It's wide open. It's caught inside the 15-yard line. 1st and goal as Lendell Elliott caught the ball. And he is down to the Dallas 8-yard line. And Montana was really on the dinero that time.
25-yard gain for the 49ers. The pass completion to Lendell Elliott. Elliott, of course, played under Bill Walsh when he was at Cincinnati. A fine pass receiver, a marvelous athlete, and that's why he's here.
1st and goal from 7.5 yards away. Solomon in motion. Here's a pass play by Montana. It's caught, and it is down for a touchdown. Solomon was hit at the 4 by Sherman. He stumbled, he staggered, and he went in for the 1st points of the day.
Scoring the first time you got the ball, definitely sent a message. And making that point against the Cowboys in that game was critical because, they had said we hadn't seen the real Cowboys. Well, maybe when we scored 45 points, they hadn't seen the real Niners either.
49ers really don't mind throwing it, do they? 1 running play is all they had in that entire drive.
Montana and the 49ers walk right down the field. They lead 6-0 with 10:41 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Ray Wersching will try the extra point. He was perfect all season long, and he makes it 7-0. That Summerall, no matter how confident the Cowboys were coming in, the 49ers had to put a little doubt in their mind with that drive.
It certainly did. They went 63 yards, 6 plays. They kept the ball 2 minutes, 41 seconds. Montana's 4 out of 5 for 60 yards and the touchdown pass to Solomon.
James Jones is the deep man waiting for the Wersching kick. There is the kick. High, short, will be returned by Jones from the 11. He's to the 15-20, runs right. He gets to the 25, but did not get to the 30-yard line. He is out of bounds right at the Dallas 29. That's where they'll mark it. And Bobby Leopold, the linebacker, downfield to do the defensive work for the 49ers, who, by the way, are a very good defensive football team.
They keep getting better and better. Those 2 key trades they made, and plus the key draft that they had.
They line up in a 4-man front, the 49ers do, as White has Dorsett in the backfield, and here's a pass play by White. He pumps it short, and it's caught out at the 34-yard line. It's good for a gain of 5 yards. Jack Reynolds was the tackler as he gave it to Billy Joe Dupree.
And that's the kind of mismatch you'd like to create.
2nd down and 5 as White hits on the pass. He has Springs back in the lineup. Pearson is to the right. And here's a pop up the middle by Dorsett. And he comes across the 40-yard line for a 1st down. Out to the 42. And it's a 1st down for Dallas. Hicks made the tackle on Dorsett, who looks like he wants to play a little bit today.
That's one of the real keys for Dallas. They have great wide receivers. They have 3 of them who are outstanding. Persons of Pearson, Hill, and Butch Johnson. But in order for them to be effective, in order for them to win this football game, it has to be a good day for Dorsett.
That's the first down of the day for the Cowboys. They're at their 42-yard line. They use a wing formation. And motion now by Dupree. First in one direction, now back to the right, and here's White to throw. sets. He's chased out of the pocket. A flag is thrown. White throws incomplete and will check the flag. And when the referee throws the flag, you better bet it's holding.
That is Jim Tunney, who's back of the quarterback as he drops back. In this case, Danny White. It is indeed against Dallas, and it is holding.
It's 7-0 in favor of the 49ers with 9 minutes left in the first quarter of this contest. Split back, Springs and Dorsett. Now the I formation. And White is delaying the ball to Dorsett. Has running room. He is taken down on a great effort after a 5-yard gain.
And now the 49ers come in with their 4-man front, which again includes that number 74, Fred Dean. Here's Dorsett.
Dorsett takes a toss right and comes out across the 45-yard line before he touches down at the 46. It's going to make it 3rd down and 7 for Dallas as John Hardy, the rookie linebacker out of Iowa, made the tackle. And now an official's timeout as a player is shaken up across the field. Who's down, Pat?
It is Tony Dorsett, who is still down and being administered to at the moment.
Tony Dorsett just got to his feet, and he walks off the field under his own power. 4 wide receivers for Dallas. Shotgun formation. 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Danny White has time. Sets and throws long down the middle. And it is caught. Some reception at the 35 of San Francisco. Some catch was made by Butch Johnson. How in the world did he catch that ball?
Miraculous. Looking back into the sun, diving, everything. All the superlatives you could say about that. 20 yards, first down, Dallas.
To the 34 of San Francisco. A big gain on 3rd down. And a first down for the Cowboys. They're in the I formation. On first down, here's a delay to Jones. And whoa, is he hit? He lost a yard. He ran right into Archie Reese, the nose guard. No gain. Lost a yard, in fact. It's 2nd and 11. Here's another delay to Jones. He cuts it back and goes down to the 30-yard line and down to the 29 of San Francisco before Willie Harper tackled him. It's going to be a 3rd down play coming up. The 35-yard line. He kicks it through, and the Cowboys are on the board on a 45-yard field goal.
And they did that with only 10 men on the field.
4:45 left in the first quarter with the score now 7-3. San Francisco. They have Bill Ring and Amos Lawrence back, waiting for the kickoff from our right to our left on a sunny day in San Francisco. Here's the kick by Septien. It will be returned. Ring fights the sun, takes it on the 5, comes to the 10, 15, 20, got about to the 21-yard line, and that's all. There come the 49ers with Joe Montana at the controls and Earl Cooper in the backfield with him. 2 tight end formation with Hicks split left. Another pass play by Montana over the middle, and it is caught by the tight end Young with one hand. He looked like a shortstop diving for the ball at the 29-yard line, and he picked up 8 yards.
Remarkable catch. You can pretty well figure that the 49ers are going to throw it every play.
On 2nd down, here's the fake to Cooper and a pass play by Montana. Stops and throws it away. Threw it up here to us. 3rd down and 2. Jones, Bethea, White, and Martin dig in on 3rd down and 2. Here's the running play to Ring. Nothing doing. He was smacked by Brunig, the linebacker, on a 3rd down carry. And it is a fumble, and the ball belongs to Dallas. Ring was really blasted, and Dallas comes away with the ball inside the 49er 30-yard line.
Big turnover, and that may be the most important statistic there is, turnover.
Hegman made a strong hit, and the Cowboys get the ball back at the San Francisco 29-yard line, and the Cowboys go to work. On first down, right up the middle is Jones. He drives to the 25. He got 4 yards for the Cowboys. You can almost tell when they got that field goal a while ago, Pat, and got on the board, they say, well, okay, we're in it, let's go. 2nd down and 6 from the 25. White checks the defense. Back to throw. Short drop, throws long, and it is Hill, and it is a touchdown.
To the second quarter, the 49ers offense finally awoke.
Earlier this season, the 49ers won 7 in a row. Now they have another winning streak underway, so they haven't been behind very often as they are Sort of a strange feeling. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I don't think they'll make any major adjustment in their game plan. They've been throwing just about every down, and they'll probably continue. On 2nd and 8, here's a bootleg by Montana, who avoids the rush and throws downfield, and it is caught inside the 30-yard line of Dallas on a spectacular play and catch by Dwight Clark. What a job Montana did of avoiding the rush by Ed Jones.
Too tall, and Harvey Martin, all those guys kept trying to get to Joe, and he was talking junk to him the whole time. Come on, where you been all day? You know, I hadn't seen you back here too much, because they would get close, and our offensive tackles were saying, you know, hey, Joe, settle down a little bit. They take that out on us.
Motion by the tight end, Ramson, and here's Montana staying in the pocket and sacked now inside the 35. First by Harvey Martin and Randy White right there with him. And the offensive line that they've been bragging about here in San Francisco crumbled a bit. It's 2nd down and 15. Here's another pass play. Montana throws it in a hurry. Caught inside the 25. The tackle made at the 22. A substantial gain on the catch by Clark. Dwight Clark is a lot better than the 49ers thought he was going to be when they first drafted him. Actually, they were going to look, when they scouted him and went to Clemson, they were going to look at Steve Fuller, the quarterback. And when Bill Walsh went to work it out, they had a guy catching the ball, and he said, who the heck is that guy? And it turned out to be Dwight Clark. 3rd and 5 for the 49ers. Pass play by Montana. He throws in deep, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Walls. He looked up, and there was the ball, and he grabbed it. It's at the Dallas 1-yard line on an interception by Walls. The pass intended for Mike Wilson on a circling route down into the end zone. At the Dallas 1-yard line with 9:57 left in the half.
Pinned deep in its own territory, the Cowboys were unable to gain a first down, then forced a punt. The 49ers took possession at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
And the score is 10-7 Dallas. 49ers go to work with Joe Montana at the controls. He's 6'2", 200-pounder. He gives it in the big hole for Cooper, the fullback. Woo, he ran down to the 36 for a first down. He got 11 yards on a big pop up the middle. Lewis and Waters tackled it. Misdirection play in which they pulled the guard, and nobody blocked the defensive tackle on that side, and Cooper had a big hole. And an 11-yard pickup and a first down for the 49ers. Montana with a pass. He throws, and it is caught inside the 25-yard line, and that's another first down to the 24 of Dallas. Caught by Solomon. He was hit hard from behind by Everson Walls, but he held the ball. We have 6.5 minutes left in the half. Dallas is on top, 10-7. Earlier today, Cincinnati defeated San Diego 27-7.
I just got a feeling that the 49ers have got something cooked up here where one of their receivers is going to be wide open this time.
Montana. He's going to put it up again. He is rushed. He avoids the sack. He throws. End zone. Touchdown for San Francisco. What great work by Montana. The pass to Clark. I'm telling you, he was the only person in the entire end zone.
I don't know how he got so open. I think the Cowboys just gave up because they thought that Montana was down.
The intangible of the Montana stepping up in the pocket. We didn't defense that. We didn't know how to do that. We had the pressure at that point, and so that's the reason why Clark and Montana made the play happen.
And then he saw Clark in the end zone by himself. He was absolutely the only person in the entire end zone, and the 49ers are back on top 13-10, make it 14-10. With 6:12 left in the half. So the 49ers prevail once again.
Dallas met San Francisco's challenge on its next possession. Tony Dorsett returned to the game and fueled a march that carried the Cowboys from their own 20 across midfield.
Just about the kind of game I think we all expected in the beginning. They're at the San Francisco 48. And White's going to put it up. He fakes short and throws long for Pearson. Pearson covered by Locke. He intercepts the ball. A flag has been thrown. Locke back to the 15-20, to the 25-30, to the 36-yard line before he stops. And now we'll deal with the flag. And it's interference
chance to watch a replay of it. Lott was battling Pearson downfield. Boy, I saw nothing on the replay that would indicate there was offensive interference. Did you? If there was any interference, it looked as if it should have been through Pearson. The ball is at the 12-yard line of the 49ers. It winds up being a 31-yard gain for Dallas. Well, there's one. Put a circle around that play. They'll be talking about this one when it's over, particularly if the 49ers lose. First down, Dorsett pops it inside the 10. Dorsett's down to the 6-yard line. It is second down and 4. Here is Springs, hit at the line of scrimmage by Reynolds. Dives to the 5. Reynolds stopped Springs cold at the 5-yard line of the 49ers. Actually, Springs did a good job to get as much as he did because Reynolds hit him before he got back to the line of scrimmage. Springs kept his feet and got down inside the 5 or 2 about the 5. Red Dean checks in defensively. Here's a toss to Dorsett trying to get outside. He goes into the end zone for a touchdown. So the interference call against the 49ers puts Dallas on top on a 5-yard run by Tony Dorsett with Springs cracking down on the block. Made it look easy, didn't he? Dorsett with that fluid motion, easy glide that he has. Once he got to about the 2-yard line, he just held the ball out and said, I'm in, leave me alone. And the Cowboys lead 16-14. Septien out of the hold of Waters will try to add the point. A good snap. Waters gets it down. The kick is good. The Cowboys lead by 3 with 2:30 left in the half.
In the final minutes of the first half, both teams seemed stricken by nervousness. Amos Lawrence recovered a Cowboys fumble, but the Doomsday defense responded by lowering the boom on Montana. But Dallas, too, was unable to capitalize, and the first half would end as it began, with the outcome of the 1981 NFC Championship game very much in doubt.
I still don't have any idea who's going to win. Do you? No idea at all. Well, the gun is sounded, ending the first half with a score. Dallas 17, the 49ers 14. Let's take time out. 3 turnovers in the first half. They cannot afford any in the second half.
That's such a big key. You can talk about time of possession. You can talk about interception.
This should be a blistering second half here in San Francisco. Lawrence takes the kickoff on the 2. Comes out across the 15 to the 20. And he is tackled near the San Francisco 24. And Robert Newhouse was downfield. Now the 49ers try to move the pigskin.
We learned to have the killer punch. We knew that we had to knock people out, and that's the demeanor we had at halftime. We knew that we were going to be challenged in the second half.
4 minutes into the third quarter, San Francisco started a march that suggested they were ready to retake the lead.
First down and 20 at the 49-yard line of Dallas. Here's a pass play by Montana. Look out, Joe. He steps up in the pocket, throws. It's caught inside the 35 of Dallas. Big yards to the tight end. He has thrown while his body has been in awkward positions frequently today, but he's been effective. Second and 4. Here's another pass. He rolls right and throws. It's caught by Cooper. First down, out of bounds. 49ers are on a roll now. To the Dallas 16. They can really chew you up when they get rolling.
Again, the 49ers used their passing attack, perhaps unlike any other team in pro football. That is a possession-type passing attack, which is difficult to explain, but true.
49ers trying to move in to go ahead. They're not thinking field goal. Here's the first down pass by Montana. Look out. The blitz. He pops it off. It's intercepted by White. Inside the 15-yard line. Montana was being blitzed, and he threw the ball, and it went off the hands of his receiver and into the hands of Randy White for the 4th San Francisco turnover today.
That's a name you won't hear on interceptions very often, Randy White. Usually he's back around the quarterback somewhere, and that's the first pass in his pro career that he's intercepted.
Hey, let's go. We're going to get it back. We're taking it.
set and Springs in the backfield. White from his own 13 is going to pass, surprisingly. Rolls right and throws. Springs can't handle it out around the 20-yard line. He led him a bit too much. And it is going to be second down. Here's another pass play by White inside the 5. He throws, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by Leopold. Back with the ball inside the 15. The ball was tipped by Springs, caught by Leopold. That I was really surprised to see Dallas with Dorsett and Springs throwing the ball while they had the lead after getting the interception by Randy White.
That interception was caused by the pressure put on by Fred Dean.
And the ball was intercepted by Bobby Leopold. Came off the hands of Ron Springs and is right back at the Dallas 13-yard line.
And the Cowboys look confused on offense. 49ers with a chance certainly now to tie it up.
At least tie it up. First down. And here is Ring running left. What a good block he got inside the 10. He is down near the 7-yard line. Walt easily really buried the would-be tackler. It's second down and 4 at the Dallas 7. 6:50 left in the third quarter. Dallas leading by 3. 17-14. Here's a toss to Easley running right. He is hit and dives to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Mike Hegman tackled him, and Easley was carrying that ball in very, very unprofessional fashion.
Lucky he didn't lose it.
Here comes a meaningful moment in this game. At the Dallas 5, 3rd and 2. Montana gives to the second man Ring. He slides right and dives. Very close to a first down at the 3-yard line. What a lunge he got, stretching out. He's very close to a first down. Pat, supposing he didn't make the first down, would you go for it on the ground if you were the 49ers?
I think you have to at this point.
I don't think you can just tie the Cowboys and think that you're going to prevail in the last moments of the game.
I don't think so either.
I don't think you made it. They're going to stretch the chain. He is short by inches.
You got to
Short by 3 inches, and Bill Walsh, the coach, says,
Big backs. Big backs. Big backs.
the ball is at the Dallas 3, and it's 4th down in inches. And the 49ers say, we don't want the tie. We want the first down and the touchdown. Montana, sneak. He got it. Montana with a quarterback sneak, and a flag comes down. A flag comes down. What a time for a flag to come down. And offside is going to be the call. It's against Dallas. Offside Dallas, so they didn't have to worry about the measurement now. It's 1st and goal from 1.5 yards away after they mark off the penalty.
How far, Sam? Okay, U formation, big backs. Big backs. Double dive right. Quick score,
The
man.
ball is at the Dallas 1. Just outside the 1, we'll call it the 1. Davis is still in there. He is a big back, and he had 7 rushing touchdowns this year. He packs the wallop. 1st and goal, Davis, touchdown! Johnny Davis from 1 yard away, and the 49ers in this sing-saw, sing-song, ding-dong game have the lead again by 3, and it could be 4. The extra point tried by Wersching, trying to give the 49ers a 4-point lead. It's good. 21-17. 5:44 left in the third quarter. And now it behooves the Cowboys to get something going offensively.
Dallas did just that.
Jones pressure. He throws. It's caught for a first down at the 45.
That quiets the crowd just a bit.
The Cowboys drove methodically to the 49ers' 40-yard line.
They got 5. The Cowboys are moving it. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And on 3rd down, White's going to throw. He sets up and throws long down the right sideline. And it is a flag thrown. And it looked like Lott ran into the receiver, Butch Johnson. If so, it happened inside the 15.
2 flags thrown from every position. This is against San Francisco.
Lott really, well, as good as he is, He really looked like a rookie that time, didn't he? Jumping up and down in front of the receiver. He wasn't playing the ball at all. He never did turn around, and that's interference.
No question about that one. You can question the first one, but that one was indeed interference.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. The 49ers 21, the Dallas Cowboys 17. After an interference call against the 49ers and Ronnie Lott, the second of the day, the Cowboys are threatening to regain the lead. That summer, all the Cowboys were shut out during that third quarter. That doesn't happen to them very often.
Usually, after the intermission, after the halftime, they start to come on a little bit stronger. 6 times during the regular season, they came from behind in the fourth quarter to win. They'll have a chance to do it again today.
Hill comes in motion. And back to throw is White. He looks and throws end zone. It's caught by Dupree at the 5. Dupree at the 5-yard line hauled it in, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3. The ball at the San Francisco 5. Danny White back to throw. Looks. He's chased. He's on the run and throws, and incomplete in the end zone. And Crosby gets up hollering about interference, but I think his own man, Springs, knocked him down in the end zone. And now we'll see what Landry wants to do.
That is exactly what happened, and here comes Rafael Septien.
Here's Septien trying a 23-yard field goal. The snap from center, Waters puts it down, and we have a 1-point game. San Francisco leads Dallas 21-20. The 49ers can afford to do nothing other than what they ordinarily do, and that is throw the ball.
Going to its strength, San Francisco came out winging. A 21-yard completion to Freddie Solomon gave the 49ers some breathing room. But when San Francisco tried to mix in a running play, disaster struck as Walt Easley fumbled.
Bob Bruning made the hit, and it was recovered by Wall.
Destiny was now in the hands of the Dallas Cowboys.
Matt Summerall, I think this record crowd is starting to get the idea here that their team is not going to win it if they continue to turn it over as they have. 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and you just can't do that against anybody, much less the Dallas Cowboys.
First down in midfield for White. A delay to Dorsett running left. He breaks it to the 45. He's down to the 42. Breaks it again and gets a first down to the 39-yard line. Tony Dorsett with a strong run to the San Francisco 39. You can almost close your eyes and know what's going to happen out here. Cowboys have done it so often. They trail by a point. And on first down, here is White with a pass play. Swings it out to Spring, and that's another first down. And Dallas can chew up that territory. Now we have exactly 11 minutes remaining in the game.
Come on, baby, give me them points. We want sides.
Already they're within field goal range, trailing by a point. White fakes it to Dorsett, and he's going to pass. Looks and throws end zone. Touchdown. Crosby caught the ball 1 yard out and walked in. A first down pass play puts Dallas back on top, and now the 49ers need a touchdown of their own to regain the lead.
We were using Dorsett as the threat that he is to bait the defense, to try to get an angle on him, and then Doug did a great job getting open, and it was just really a matter of getting the ball to him.
That Crosby was the man. You remember so many times during the year when they had to have a clutch touchdown or when they needed one, that's the man he looked for. And what an advantage it is to be 6'6". When you're looking down on those defensive backs who are only 6 feet.
He made it look easy. 10:41 left in the game. Septien will try to make it a 6-point lead. Waters will hold the ball. It's a good snap. Waters gets it down. The kick is good. The Cowboys are on top with a score. Dallas 27, San Francisco 21. Let's take time out.
In this case, a fumble by Easley right at midfield. And the Cowboys went those 50 yards in 4 plays.
And the touchdown pass to Doug Crosby, and Dallas leads 27-21. Here's the kick to Bill Ring. He took it on the 1. He's to the 5, 10, 15, and what a big hit was made by Newhouse. Boy, that little son of a gun has been downfield all day, and he hasn't missed. Little, well, tiny, short,
But 2:15, 2:20.
The return by Ring to the San Francisco 17. They have a long way to go. They trail by 6. 10:32 remaining in the game. Some football game here in San Francisco.
Oh, terrific. No matter who wins.
27-21, Dallas leads has 6 catches. First down pass play by Montana. Has time, looks, throws long downfield, heavy coverage. Walls, intercept for Dallas. Everson Walls with his second of the game and the 6th turnover for San Francisco. 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions, and if there's one pass that Montana would like to have back for the entire year, it would be that one. That one right there, the second interception by Everson Walls on the same pattern. Walls came down with the first one at the 1-yard line, and the 49ers wound up scoring after Dallas couldn't get out of there. Now they're in better shape.
Destiny was now in the hands of the Dallas Cowboys.
Our philosophy basically is to keep the chains moving, get first downs, keep the ball in play, try not to run out of bounds or do anything that will stop the clock. Something we had worked on and talked about over and over and over again. And really, we felt like we did what we needed to do.
Dallas got the ball on the interception by Walls with 10:07 left. Now we have 5:20 left. Dallas has converted 4 out of their last 5 third-down situations and picked up those big first downs that continue to eat up that clock. Here's a 3rd and 6 play for Dallas. Out of the shotgun at the San Francisco 48. Back to throw is White. The pressure's on, he throws. It's open and incomplete to Donnelly. Incomplete. He was hit by Eric Wright as Donnelly, the wide receiver, went high in the air. Wright cut his legs out from under him, and Dallas is going to have to punt the ball with 5:03 left. You forget about how much pressure is on the...
My only thought was just don't kick in the end zone because yards now are precious. The clock was on our side, and we knew that every yard of field position was going to be critical to the outcome of the game.
A fair catch is called for. Solomon took it on the 10-yard line. A 37-yard punt, and they marked the ball down at the San Francisco 11. That's how far they have to go to win.
Nobody drives the ball 89 yards on Dallas's defense with a lead where they had to score a touchdown to beat us. Nobody was going to do that, so we felt very confident going on to the field at that time.
89 yards, 4:54 left, 27-21 Dallas.
When we came into that huddle, what I was thinking is we have 89 yards to go against America's team. How can we possibly do it?
And out they come. This may very well be the last drive of the season by the 49ers. They started their 11-yard line. I wonder if they'll be throwing long. They'll be throwing often, I'm sure of that.
Well, I think the feeling at the time from the broadcast booth, from our perspective, was that this Dallas defense is too good for the 49ers to be able to take the ball and go down the field and move in for a touchdown. They needed a touchdown, not a field goal.
Elliott, a poor throw, it's incomplete.
We anticipated them throwing the ball to try to move the ball down the field, so we elected to go defense, nickel defense. We didn't anticipate them running the ball.
Motion by Cooper and a pass play, a delay, and it's open across the 15. Out near the 17-yard line comes Linville Elliott, tackled by Waters. And it's 3rd down and 4. Motion by Solomon out of the backfield, back to throw. Montana, his pass is caught beyond the 20-yard line for a first down. Solomon caught the ball, hit by Thurman, hit and how, but it's a first down out to the San Francisco 23. 3:35 left in the game. And here's the running play to Elliott, trying to get outside right. Barnes chases him. He comes across the 30-yard line and goes out of bounds at the 34. Unusual call, but effective.
Everyone thought we were going to throw the ball all the time. And in the type of defense they were playing, Bill decided to run the ball more than throw it.
I remember pleading in the huddle, key for the run. They're going to run the ball. We want them to run, but we got to hold them to a minimum.
3:10 left in the game. They're taking an awful lot of time. Here is the give to Elliott running left. He cuts upfield and comes to the 40. He's to the 41, and he got 7 yards. They're crossing up the Cowboys. Mr. Walsh is making some good calls here. Good, but unusual. All those wide runs that he's calling are chewing up a lot of time on the clock.
The thing that I remember the most was frustration. Just pure mounting, building frustration with every play because they were not beating our prevent defense in the classic style. They weren't throwing passes underneath, getting out of bounds. They were running the ball.
And Elliott gets the first down. A flag has been thrown as Elliott came to the 45.
You know, it was just almost to the point of panic for those of us on the sideline. You know, enough is enough. You know, let's put an end to this thing. Let's get the ball back, run out the clock, and go on to the Super Bowl.
And we have 2:18 left in the game. The 49ers are at their 46th. Pass play by Montana. Steps up and throws. It's caught beyond midfield. Big yard, 6 yards. And Cooper hauled it in. He was brought down immediately by Barnes. If they score and win, this place is going to come down. We're coming up to the 2-minute warning because we are due for a dramatic finish of some sort. Joe Montana just back over to the sideline quickly to check with Bill Walsh.
This is really a pretty damn good reverse area, you know, attempted right here. All right, Z reverse.
Quarter for the Cowboys, which has made the difference. San Francisco scored 1 touchdown in each of the first 3 quarters, and they've been blank thus far here. 2nd down and 5, and the running play, and the reverse to Solomon. Coming around inside the 45-40. He is down to the 35-yard line for a first down.
I think the reverse to Freddie Solomon hurt them the worst because they knew it was coming, but in the sweep, they'd been so effective, they forgot about the reverse, and it cost them.
That's a play that Bill Walsh has run for the last 4 weeks, once in each game. Quickly, Montana. Back to throw again on first down. He throws to the sideline, and it is caught by Clark at the 25. He goes out of bounds. A brilliant throw and catch. Solomon to Clark to the Dallas 25. Stops the clock with 1:31 left.
He hit me on the sideline one time when it was supposed to be a 20-yard route, and I was exhausted, and I ran at 10, and the guy's right on me, and he sticks it right in there.
Now with the clock stopped, the 49ers have time to talk about their approach. They're 6 points behind. They need the touchdown. Now 49ers have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Dallas only has 2. Right now, that's not even a factor. Out come the 49ers. First down at the Dallas 25. The Cowboys can't be too sure of what Montana's calling here. Solomon, the wide receiver, along with Hicks. Motion by Elliott. On first down, Montana with a pass. They can't get to him. He sets up and throws, and it is caught inside the 15. First down.
As that drive went on, you could see in the Cowboys' eyes and in their body language, you know, they weren't the big bad Cowboys that were here to dominate us. I mean, they kind of figured out that we weren't bad.
Are the 49ers going to do to the Cowboys what the Cowboys have done to them so often? Looks like that's the kind of finish that we're looking at.
When we got inside the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, we were going to go for the end zone as many opportunities as we had.
1:15. A minute and 15 seconds left in the game. Montana 21 out of 33 for the day, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1 by Randy White, 2 by Everson Walls. They got the ball at their 11-yard line, the 49ers did. They moved the ball down to the Dallas 13. They trail by 6. First down pass by Montana. He looks and throws. End zone. No. He threw it away from the defenders, and Solomon could not get to it. Incomplete. 1:09 left. Montana had the good protection, and Solomon made the right move. He got free.
The real bad thing was that I had missed Freddie wide open in the end zone, which, as a quarterback, you hate to do, and you feel like there was your chance gone now.
We'd set it up earlier in the game, and you're just waiting for that spot on the field to score with it, and we just missed it. So we had to go from there.
You got it. Make sure you do a hell of a job of
They were staying in their nickel form of defense, and once again they were in a position for our tight end to block their defensive end, and for us to get around the corner.
All right, what is it? Second and 1. Really, pretty
The big item here, boy, it's a terrible spot for a team to be in, Pat, that they need the touchdown. The field goal is insignificant. 2nd and 10 from the Dallas 13. Montana on the ground, gives the ball. The running play to Elliott inside the 10. He's down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. 58 seconds left. Timeout called by the 49ers. Elliott running strongly. Went to the Dallas 5. 49ers have 1 timeout remaining and 58 seconds left. They trail by 6. I still don't know who's going to win.
We're going to call a sprint option. He's going to break up and break into the corner. Okay. You got it? Dwight will clear. Okay. And as soon as you see the angle he's breaking, then just drop the ball up there. If you don't get what you want, you'll just simply throw the ball away. Okay. You know what I mean? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Not there, away it goes. You're ready to go to Dwight, you got it?
58 seconds remaining.
Don't pick. Spin off.
Passes, which are ordinarily very difficult to complete close in, are the specialty of the San Francisco team. Which is another big factor that they have going for them. They don't mind throwing the football. They think that that is their strong point. There's an item here. They have 58 seconds left. That's a long time. Is their concern now to get the first down or the touchdown? It's 3rd and 3. Concern right now is touchdown. To get that first down. Well, how is this one going to end? Montana lines up at the 5. And on 3rd down and 3, he rolls right, looking to throw. Looking to throw, and he throws into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, San Francisco by Dwight Clark. He went way high in the air, and with 51 seconds remaining, he may have taken the 49ers to the Super Bowl. He and Joe Montana, what a play by Montana, what a catch by Clark. It almost looked like he was throwing it away. But Clark, who is 6'4", went spiraling into the air. 51 seconds remaining.
The play was called sprint right option. There was sort of a plan A and a plan B to the play. You know, plan A was Freddie Solomon and hitting Freddie Solomon as Joe rolled out. Plan B was Dwight Clark. And they actually had practiced that sort of end of the play, throwing it up and having him go after it.
They needed a touchdown and had to go from their own 11.
We were in a goal line defense. Really, Ed Jones was almost on top of him, you know, when he threw the ball. And everybody said, well, he was throwing it away, but he wasn't throwing it away because he came across and he made a great catch on the play.
89 yards in 12 plays.
That was the final outlet for Joe. Joe was to sprint out and hit Freddie Solomon on what they so-called pick play. This was a Paul Brown play from the early 50s. What Joe did was unbelievable. Some people weren't blocked, and they were right down Joe's throat. And yet Joe had the poise to hold the ball and hold it, and then throw it right up to that spot where he expected Dwight to be, and of course Dwight was there. So this was something that was practiced, but never practiced like that.
Clark made the catch. But what a play by Montana under pressure.
When I let it go, you know, I thought it was arm lengths above his head. And when the crowd went crazy, I said, oh, no big deal. He caught the ball, right? You know, and I didn't know how great of a catch it really was until we were in the locker room. And they said, oh, he jumped for it, and it was a great catch. And I'm going, yeah. You know, I kind of thought I knew where it went, but it ended up being a little higher than I expected.
I guess I misjudged the touch on the ball. It wasn't like he rocketed the ball out of the end zone. He just kind of floated it up there. Not much rotation. At that time, it just looked like it was going out of the end zone.
My favorite moment was he threw the ball, he gets knocked to the ground, there's the roar of the crowd, and it was either Harvey Martin or Too Tall, or one of those guys said, you've just beaten America's team. And Joe said, well, you can sit at home with the rest of America and watch the Super Bowl.
With 51 seconds left in the game. We thought in the beginning that this was going to be some super contest, and nobody's been disappointed.
First, I was just numb. The idea of what had just happened didn't really sink in. And after that, I'm thinking, okay, do we have time to do something else? Can we win this game anyway?
On the next Cheap Seat.
The Cowboys are at moving the ball. They have 51 seconds left. Jones is the deep man. Now the kick by Wersching is a line drive squib kick, and it is bouncing inside the 15. Picked up by Newsom, and he is out of bounds beyond the 25-yard line. He stepped out at the Dallas 26, and that's how far they have to go with 47 seconds remaining in the game.
This was not a time for a letdown. And I'm sure everybody was probably very discouraged over the fact that they just scored and taken the lead when we thought we had the game in the bag. So my point in the huddle was, all right, here we go. Let's get it done.
The last time the 49ers got this far, they lost to Dallas, and the score was 30-28. That was in 1972. There would be mass suicide here in the Bay if that were to happen. This record-breaking crowd is roaring. With 47 seconds left, the Cowboys are under the gun, and on first down, Danny White, with a long snap count, is back to throw. He's set. He looks, he throws long over the middle, and it's caught. It's caught down to the 45 of San Francisco. Hauled in by Pearson, and that was his first of the day, Pat.
Coach Landry called a deep turn-in route to me, and when I did catch the ball, Williamson and Wright kind of collided with each other, and I thought I was gone. I said, oh no, here's another Hail Mary. And but out of the blue, out of nowhere, Eric Wright just grabbed my shoulder pads and was able to yank me down.
31 yards gain. It was incredible that White and Pearson completed that pass. I thought certainly it was going to be picked off. There were 3 defenders there. Finally, the tackle was made.
I think Eric Wright making the play to save the game, to pull down Drew Pearson from not scoring, to keep them out of field goal range, was probably one of the biggest plays of the game. History could have definitely been different if Eric doesn't make that play.
38 seconds remaining in this game. He comes to the right along with Johnson. Hill is to the left. And on first down with Dorsett and Springs in the backfield. Back to throw is White. He looks and he's back to the 45. Fumble, and the ball belongs to
Well, it was unbelievable for a young, dynamic, energetic team that was just inspired throughout the season. Just a pleasure to be part of it, and so we celebrated. For the first championship game in the history of the San Francisco 49ers that they won, and beating America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
You guys earned it and deserve it because you're the best team in football, and you deserve it because of what him and everybody else has done. And I'm so proud, and I don't think that anything could top this. Anything in my life, and I love you all, and I thank you.
Well, we talked about being champions. We talked about being champions from July 7th. We're champions right now. We got one more to go. Congratulations for a tremendous effort. Tremendous.
What were you doing during that when you got the last drive? Where were you?
Seriously, I walked downstairs through the stands so I could be in the locker room. I thought we were going to lose the game, and I wanted the locker room closed so I could thank the team for the season.
Did you see the drive?
No.
Where were you?
I was in the end zone, the far end zone, behind a lot of people.
Couldn't you tell what was going on?
No, but one of my friends was up there, and I saw him jump, and I knew it was it.
It's called sprint right option. Play we've worked on all year, and it really hasn't worked like it did today. I was the secondary receiver. Freddie was supposed to get the ball, and on our first touchdown, we had run the same play, and Freddie had got in, made a great play, and they covered Freddie up this time, and I'm supposed to slide along the back end of the end zone, and it came wide open. Joe made a great throw, way up high where it had to be.
Well, this team's real young, obviously, and they have a lot of enthusiasm, and they've got an extra thing of never die. I don't know what it is. They just won't die.
We believe when we're down and out, when the crowd got quiet, we believe that we could do it. That's what's different. God gave us the strength. It's not going to stop here? No, we got one more game to play. We got to go to the Super Bowl and win that.
True to form, 2 weeks later, the San Francisco 49ers beat the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 16. For the 49ers and head coach Bill Walsh, this was the first of 4 world championships in the 80s. The decade was less kind to the Cowboys, who never made it back to a Super Bowl under Tom Landry. Game is still being debated.
You know, I mean, I've heard everybody credit the rise of the 49ers and the fall of the Cowboys to that one play in that one game. And I totally disagree with that.
There very well could be a lot of argument about that game being the beginning of the end for the Dallas Cowboys. But that next year, we marched right back to the championship game in Washington. I mean, we still had a good team. In '83, we came out and won, I think, 7 straight games. We ended up winning 12 that year. We lost in the first round to the Rams. I just don't see how any of those things have anything to do with what happened in 1982 in January.
A lot of people criticize Danny White for not being able to get us over the hump in 3 straight NFC Championship games to get us to the Super Bowl. But Danny White didn't lose that game against the 49ers. We put the game in the hands of our defense and expected them to stop them, but they didn't. Before then, there was no mystique, no aura about Joe Montana, but that play created a lot of mystique and a lot of aura about Joe Montana because he just made a heck of a play.
That catch sort of established the 49er dynasty. If there's been such a thing as a dynasty, it established them as certainly contenders every year.
That catch, if anything, what it signified on our team was that we were always going to try to find a way. We were always going to try to make sure that we do whatever it took to win the game. And there's 2 guys that, against all odds, said, hey, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to make the throw and I'm going to make the catch.
My entire career has been to avoid a highlight film. But, of course, I like getting to the ultimate one. You know, probably one of the most exciting plays, I would say, in playoff history.
From start to finish, the 1981 NFC Championship was a football game of epic proportions and truly one of the NFL's greatest games.
Following presentation of the National Football League.
On the second day of 1982, the Miami Dolphins, then annual title pursuit, was once again set within the balmy confines of the Orange Bowl. This time, Don Coryell's San Diego Chargers visited for an AFC divisional playoff contest. Unlike most playoff games, the pregame hype was to be surpassed, exposing many prognosticators as mere imposters.
We even have a celebrity down here. Keith Jackson showed up. Keith, what are you doing at a pro football game?
Well, I tell you, this is going to be a good one because I tell you get those big boys racking them down. There's some head cracking going on today, and I tell you, they're at San Diego Chargers, and somebody's going to fumble. And I tell you, it's going to be a good barn burner down in the Orange Bowl. Danny Fouts and David Woodley and all those other big boys. Head cracking going on today, Henry.
The teams were storied, the coaches legendary, and the contrast between the conservative Dolphins and the pass-happy Chargers couldn't be better defined. The Chargers possessed perhaps the most explosive offense in league history. Under the aptly named Air Coryell, quarterback Dan Fouts and teammates led the league in scoring.
We knew that, at least offensively, that we were unstoppable.
The problem that we had with San Diego is they had so many good players. They had so many weapons.
Among the weapons was all-world tight end Kellen Winslow, the AFC's reception leader with 80. But while the attack was extraordinary, the defense was porous, ranking near the bottom and often allowing teams to match their powerful offense touchdown for touchdown.
I think probably our weakness was that our offense scored so quick. And they put us on the field a while, so we would eventually wear down.
Known as the Killer Bees, the Miami defense was among the league's elite. The young squad had allowed just 27 total points in their previous 3 games. Offensively, Don Shula's team was led by a quarterback tandem called Woodstock, composed of young David Woodley and veteran Don Strock.
Woodley is a great athlete playing quarterback for us and had some big games. Anytime that Woodley had a tough time, I always had Strock that I could go to. The combination of Woodley and Strock gave us 2 weapons that I could utilize where I best saw fit.
Offensively, we knew that we had as much firepower as they did.
We felt any game coached by Coach Shula at that level in the playoffs was going to be a tough game.
We prepared like it was going to be one of these old-time, old-fashioned championship heavyweight bouts. No limit on rounds. Gloves were off. We're going to go toe-to-toe, slug it out. And just when you think you're going to have a knockout, we knew you weren't going to knock that guy out.
Chandler comes to the 50. Chandler to the 45, the 40. Pilot the 35, the 30, still on his feet. At the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 55-yard return of that punt.
I think it was pretty special being on the field with so many people who were determined not to lose.
Field it is complete. The lateral back at the 20, the 10, the 5, into the end zone, touchdown.
On the sideline, you know that you're involved in something special.
I was tested, and I met that test for that day.
Just the length of that game, the heat and humidity, just magnified the type of contribution he made.
There was just this reservoir of energy. And you'd get tired, but man, as soon as that ball snapped, the adrenaline would kick in and you'd go into overdrive.
We used to say what was the best game, but certainly for us, that was a game that we'll treasure for the rest of our lives.
When we return, the opening kickoff. Welcome back to the NFL's greatest games.
Uwe von Schumann's about to kick it. 1982 gets underway with Tom Kelly to call it.
Thank you, John DeMott. The kick is high but short, coming to Brooks, who takes it at the 4. Middle of the field to the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. Hit and knocked off his pins. Rolled down at about the 23-yard line. And down to make the hit, first of all, was Steve Potter. In to make the hit on Brooks. And it'll be San Diego's ball. Chargers 1st and 10. They'll take over on the Charger 22-yard line.
Starting offensively for San Diego, the guys who got him here. Dan Fouts will be the quarterback. We haven't got time in a game broadcast to go over all the records that he put up on the boards this year, but they are abundant to be sure.
I formation, Capoletti in motion, pitch to Muncie on the sweep left. He's at the 25 to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5, and the big quarterback out of Oregon is just now reaching his prime. Barring an injury, his career is just beginning to unfold. 2nd and 11. Fouts is back to throw. Looking, dumps it to Muncie at the 15. At the 20. Gets away up to the 25. Still on his feet. Dancing down and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Flags throwing everywhere. And it is going to be a face mask, I believe, against Miami. First down at the 34. Fouts is back to throw. A lot of times. Steps out of the pocket now, running to the right side, looks, throws downfield, caught by Winslow at midfield and steps out of... Now they're saying he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Oh, I see what the problem. Winslow went off the field, came back on to catch it.
All right. no score. We've just got the opening series underway. Chargers moving left to right across your radio dial. Fouts back to throw, gets a little pressure, throws downfield. He's got Chandler at the 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet, down to the Miami 23-yard line. Talk about your big play. Well, I guess to the 23, first and 10, San Diego.
And this is exactly what Coach Shula said in his pregame remarks this week. The Dolphins can't do. There they had the Chargers virtually stopped, making mistakes. Then they give up the big play downfield. The one thing the Chargers do so well, everybody in the yard knows they're going to do it.
47 yards on that completion. Wide to the left is Joyner. Chandler right. Muncy the lone setback. Fouts gives to Muncy. Sweep to the right at the 30. Upended at the 30 at the 25-yard line. Driving in there was Fulton Walker, the rookie from West Virginia, and he hit Muncy right at the knees and turned him top-notch for toenails. Mercy. Cappelletti and Muncy in the backfield. Winslow in motion. Pitch to Muncy, trying to go outside. Gets hit, gets away. He's at the 15. He forward progress. I don't know whether he's got the first down. We'll wait for the officials to mark it. Walker was there again, and they're going to put it at around the 14, and that'll be very, very close to a first down, but apparently not enough, as Benershka's coming on the field.
And Rolf Benershka will be hitting about a 32-yarder.
Luther to hold. The line is set. From the far hash mark, the snap, it's down, Rolf hits it, it's got the distance, and it is good. And 9:49 remaining in this opening period. The score here at the Orange Bowl in Miami, San Diego 3 and the Dolphins nothing.
On their first series, the Dolphin offense would attempt to match their opponent's success. But problems plagued them from the very first snap.
The snap and the handoff behind the line. Louis Kelcher is in to make the hit and drop the running back Franklin for a loss back at about the 23-yard line.
Get us a sack and strip that ball, man.
3rd and 4. The ball is at the 33 of Miami. Woodley, the quarterback, now getting chased out of the pocket, rolling to his right, gets hit and is knocked down. Leroy Jones just rolled right over the top of Woodley, and he had help as Gary Big Hands Johnson was there and Kelcher coming up from behind.
With negative yardage on their first series, Miami was forced to punt.
Miami's going to punt it, and Oroz has come on.
Gets the snap, not much of a rush, and hits it. A low end over end. Coming down, taken at the 45. Chandler comes to the 50. Chandler to the 45, the 40. Finally at the 35, the 30, still on his feet. At the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 55-yard return of that punt by Chandler for the touchdown.
Hank Bauer made a block at the 30-yard line that knocked that one loose.
My job was to kick out the contain man, and I couldn't have broke a pane of glass as hard as I hit him, but all of a sudden I felt this whoosh on my tail end, and there's Wes Chandler in the end zone. Anytime you're in a championship caliber type game like we were in, you know, the kicking game usually makes the difference.
And we'll see now about the try for the extra point, and the snap, it's down, Rolf hits it, it's high, up, and it's good. The Chargers on top of the Dolphins. It's San Diego 10, Miami nothing.
Trailing 10-0, it didn't take very long for matters to get even worse for the Dolphins.
Benershka set to kick. Rolf advances on the football and hits it. It's high and short. Veselo coming up. No, it's going to be Walker who slips it, takes a Miami bounce. The Chargers fall on it, and I think San Diego's going to recover the ball because one of the Dolphins hit it. Indeed, it was our ball because it had gone 10 yards. It was like a onside kick.
Rolf hit a great 9-iron that backed up. It hit in front of their wedge or hit behind or around their wedge, who are just basically a bunch of big, dumb, ugly guys holding hands with their heads down and probably didn't know the rules that they had, that it was a live ball once it goes 10 yards. And I'm looking at the ball, and there it is on the ground. Going, I think this is ours. This is us. This can't be happening.
And it's bad enough that we can't score on offense, and now we can't even return a kick.
And as it turns out, the Chargers are going to have the ball again deep in Miami territory at the 29-yard line.
Chandler wide right, Winslow in motion, Joyner left, the pitch to Muncy, going to throw the ball, he puts it in the end zone, it is no good. Waiting for the ball was Chandler.
Great
and
play by Blackwood.
He would have had it. He waited for it to come to him, and Blackwood batted it away, or Muncy would have had a touchdown toss to Chandler, who made the one mistake of not leaping in the air. It was a jump ball, and Chandler waited for it to come down.
Super effort by Lyle Blackwood.
Hey, let's go! Let's go! Come on, boom!
Chargers looking to get more. Backs a split, bounce to Winslow. Winslow down to the 1-yard line. Just a quick little look in as Roan was there to make the stop on the big tight end out of Missouri. What a great play call that was, John. Just a quick look at the big tight end, and Bounce actually just kind of lobbed it to him. At 6'5", he's an inviting and talented target. It's going to be 1st and goal, San Diego at the 1-yard line. Tough part now. There's the pitch back to Muncy on the sweep, and Muncy will walk into the end zone. Out in front, Winslow and Campbelletti, and a lot of green jerseys left in disarray. And Muncy literally walked in, escorted like a big carrier with a raft of destroyers around him. And across the way, the gold and blue of San Diego up cheering, and that's the only crowd you see waving here in the Orange Bowl. Try for the extra point now. Luther to hold. The snap is high. He's got it down. Banershka puts it up. It's good. What a first period it's been. With 3:58 remaining here in the first period. San Diego 17, Miami nothing.
Up next, the Charger onslaught continues. Welcome back to the NFL's greatest games.
Think about the way their defense played. Their defense actually played well enough. You know, it's hard to overcome those kicking game errors, especially early on in the ball game, that's going to give you, 17 points.
And I'm thinking, we better get going. This is going to be a little embarrassing. At the Orange Bowl, which it never happened at the Orange Bowl at that time, and in the playoffs, something's got to give.
What gave was David Woodley and the gift-giving Dolphin attack.
Moore to the left, Harris to the right. The backs are split at the 44-yard line. Woodley is back to throw. Sets, looks, dumps it over the middle, in the air. Intercepted. Picked off at the 45, at the 40. 35, 30, at the 25, the 20. Edwards is down and out of bounds at the Miami 11-yard line. What an opportunistic move by Pine Edwards.
John Woodcock got in Woodley's face real quick on a stunt. He looped from his right end spot all the way around and came into the lane between the right and left tackles offensively and shook up Woodley, rushed him.
And San Diego has literally exploded against the Miami Dolphins. 3rd down and 7 at the Miami 8-yard line. Brooks the lone setback. Chandler in motion. Bounces back. Dumps it to Brooks. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's going.
James, right above the
And Brooks just whipped it right. Bounce hit him in the backfield. A little flat pass. And James outraced everybody and put it in the end zone for the score.
If ever the old nail in the coffin cliche applied, James Brooks' touchdown seemed to be it. San Diego's complete domination of Miami had apparently put the game out of reach.
Luther puts it down. Banershka hits it up. It's good. The Chargers 24, the Dolphins nothing.
You don't come to Miami and do this to a Don Shula team.
We were concerned. There was a little bit of panic on the side. Like, nobody wants to get blown out in a playoff game.
It was comical. It was so easy for us to score and so difficult for them to even hang on to the ball. But then the clock was still the clock, and it still had 3 quarters to go, so we knew that regardless of how many points we had, it probably wasn't going to be enough.
Even when you're out front by that much, crazy things can happen.
At first you're depressed, but then you say, well, wait a minute. There's a lot of time left. All we've got to do is stop them, chip away at the lead, get back in the ball game.
We got to get on the sideline and say, guys, we got some pride. We got a lot of pride, and we don't want to go down like this.
Not many teams come back from 24-0, and you thought it was going to be one of those days where, just nothing seemed to go right for us.
Franklin and Nathan are the backs set behind Woodley at his own 43. Woodley rolling to his left at the 35. Cocks his arm, gets hit. The ball is on the turf. Scramble for it. I believe Miami recovers the fumble. Boy, Woodley was hit as he tried to get away, but it's going to belong to Miami. Not only are the Dolphins lucky to have the ball, Woodley's lucky to have his right arm and shoulder. It'll be 2nd down, a loss of 8, 2nd and 18. The Dolphins still have it as we've run out of time here in the first period. So the score at the end of the first period here at the Orange Bowl in Miami, the Chargers playing better than they've ever looked in a playoff game, 24, and the Miami Dolphins, nothing.
When we return, the arrival of a hero.
He gave them a surge of adrenaline, and they started doing the things that they were capable of.
Welcome back to the NFL's greatest games. The second quarter began with Don Shula's Dolphins behind by the seemingly insurmountable score of 24-0.
Shula's saying don't panic. The Charger coaches are telling the players don't get complacent, don't let down. 24 points ain't a lot in a playoff game.
Woodley at his own 35. Second down and 18. Chargers lead 24-0 as we start the second period. Woodley back to throw. Sets, comes right over the middle. Incomplete. Into and out of the hands of Vigorito, who just did not hang on.
And the Dolphins have not been able to move the football. They've got third in about a week and a half right now.
Back to throw is Woodley. Sets, going to get rushed, going to get hit, gets away, falls down, sacked. Dropped in there, is in on top of him was Gary Big Hands Johnson with a big assist to Leroy Jones.
Here, Don Shula made a crucial decision, bringing Don Strock off the bench to replace the tormented David Woodley.
First and 10, and Don Strock, the 8-year veteran out of Virginia Tech, has come on to run the ball club now. Woodley was in the ball game, attempted 4, completed 2, was intercepted. He's on the sidelines, and Strock is in the game.
When you have a Don Strock in the bullpen, you go to him, and I think Coach Shula probably over history has stuck with his starter a little bit too long.
I think the timing was absolutely perfect. That's one of the things you have to give Coach Shula a lot of credit for, is that he usually did a pretty good job of handling his personnel.
He came in, and all he had to do was to throw the ball. He didn't have to worry about anything else, and that's what Strock loved to do. He just loved to throw the ball down the field.
I don't think we were quite prepared for Don Strock. He came in and he did an outstanding job, and he kind of caught us off balance there.
When they took David Woodley out, we realized he'd been ineffective, and we knew that Strock was a very patient, very seasoned backup and had great skills, but we had no idea he could rally his team the way he did.
Strock, the quarterback, takes the snap, play action fake, fires it over the middle, and it's complete up to the 35, 36-yard line to Harris, brought down by Mike Williams, and he opens up with a 17-yarder, 1st and 10. The backs are split. Strock at his own 38-yard line. Back to throw, 2nd and 8. Sets, runs right over the middle, wide open. Nathan at the 45 to the Charger, 40 still on his feet. King pulls him down at the 35-yard line.
And Strock hit him with a pinpoint pass.
So Tony Nathan, with the big gainer, carries it down to the Charger 35. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins, their best offensive display of the afternoon.
Big Don Strock, let's get him in there, Don. Come on, Don, let's get him in there, Don. Let's go now. Let's have another one like that.
Everything changed. The rhythm, the tempo, the philosophy. Don Strock was, for a long time, as good a reliever as there was in the game.
Don Strock was the man, you know. Don Strock can bring us back.
He gave them a surge of adrenaline, and they started doing the things that they were capable of doing.
Everybody in the passing game started to pick it up a step.
Big play time now, 3rd and 10 for both teams. Strock, the quarterback, at the Charger 35-yard line. Back to throw. Strock sets, steps up, throws it way downfield, and it is caught, they say, at the sideline. The Chargers say the man was out of bounds. Caught it against Mike Williams. Jimmy Cepolo caught it. Oh, I'd like to see that again.
Well, what they're going to say is Cepolo was in the air when he caught it and went out of bounds on the momentum caused by Mike Williams, who hit him, and so that makes it a good catch.
He loosened our defense up, and he went to a lot of sideline patterns and short patterns, and instead of going for the big play, he just systematically ate us up, dissected us.
The ball is at the Chargers 17-yard line. 24-0, Chargers lead. The backs are split. Vigorito in with Nathan. Back to throw as Strock steps up, gets hit, and he still throws it downfield, and it's in it. Oh, my. Pete Shaw had it and dropped it at the goal line. Shaw had it and dropped it for an interception at the goal line.
The Dolphins had been handed a reprieve that set up their first points of the game.
Ball is at the 25. It'll be a 35-yard try. Von Schumann hits it, and it is good. The score, San Diego 24, Miami 3. We'll be back after this.
Coming up, Miami slowly closes the gap. And now, back to the NFL's greatest games.
Hit the quarterback.
Their shutout gone, the question for San Diego became, how would they respond? Could Dan Fouts and friends match Miami's score with one of their own? The answer from the Killer Bees was an emphatic no.
First and 10, San Diego. The ball on the Charger 47-yard line. Fouts play action fake, rolling to throw. Going long downfield. He's got Chandler. Chandler can't get it. Jump ball time at the 10, and Walker was there with Chandler, and up they went, incomplete.
Let's go defense!
Chargers have the ball, second and 10. Fouts is back to throw with time, goes to throw it. The ball on the ground. I don't know whether they're going to call it a forward pass or not.
Fumble! Fumble!
They're calling it a fumble. They're giving the ball to the Dolphins.
And they are playing like it's a 0-0 tie. They are playing some super tenacious defense.
Strock, the quarterback, straight back to throw. Set, comes right over the middle with it. Downfield, it is complete at the 19-yard line. Caught by Harris. First down, Miami.
Well, Strock is doing an outstanding job reading what the Chargers are doing coverage-wise. That time again, he went up over the backers who are working the outside area, underneath the deep part of the secondary, as Shaw and Edwards were back deep, and they ran that slant, and they caught it again. The Chargers are going to have to do some adjusting on defense, which they're not doing now that Strock is in quarterback. And obviously, the Dolphins have believed Coach Shula that there's plenty of time to get back in this thing, because they are playing really the best football that's being played in the field right now.
At the Charger 14, Strock to throw, fires it out on the flat, complete at the 10, and going out of bounds with the ball at the 8-yard line was Rose, the tight end, and that'll be, well, they're going to mark it.
I think he reached out and got the first down with a football.
He might have.
He did a fine job. As soon as Willie Buchanan got there, he just stretched out as long as he could, and he was able to get the football over the first down marker. So now it's going to be first and goal inside the 9. Yep.
The Chargers lead 24-3, but Strock is picking the Charger secondary apart like you'd plucked over the bones of an old turkey. First down and goal at the 8-yard line. Strock, play action, cocks his arm, throws it out, complete to Nathan at the 5. Knocked out of bounds by Mike Williams at the 4.
Come on, defense, let's win it!
San Diego defense has been abused on this drive. See if they can rise up now and throw them back. Strock, the quarterback, steps up, throws it in the end zone. It's complete. Caught by Rose, the tight end.
That was just a great play by Strock. The Chargers had him wrapped up, and I have not seen many quarterbacks in this league throw that accurately and with that much poise under that kind of pressure.
I think what Don Strock did was he brought that gunslinger mentality, that swagger to the Dolphins. And especially after they scored, they started to believe that they could do it.
I wasn't even a primary receiver. I mean, I was like the third option in that thing coming from the backside late. And the guy covering me collided and allowed me to sprint over and get wide open. I felt after we drove down the field and scored that, hey, this game's a long way from over. Got a half left. Let's just make it respectable. Try to get it to within 14 before the half. Hey, we'll be okay in the second half.
That 24-0 is now history instead of news.
So the line is set. The snap, it's down. Von Schaman hits it. It's up and it's good. And with 2:46 remaining in the first half, the Dolphins have come roaring back. The score at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Chargers 24, Dolphins 10.
That's right, I knew it all along. Never give up on Miami.
When we return, the incredible hook and lateral. Welcome back to the NFL's greatest games. With 2.5 minutes remaining, the Dolphin defense braced for another assault. It was essential for them to keep the Chargers off the scoreboard before the end of the first half.
This can be a key possession for the Chargers, Tom. With 2.5 to go in the first half, Dolphins make a big play or get a turnover here, and the whole tone of this ball game could change.
Indeed, the pendulum swung back to the Chargers on the power running of Chuck Muncie and the passing partnership of Dan Fouts and Kellen Winslow. But eventually, the drive stalled, and San Diego was forced to attempt a 55-yard field goal.
Well, Rolf's going to try a long one.
Rock that kick! Come on, let's go!
one's going to be 55. If he hits it, it'll be the longest of his career.
Luther puts it down. Rolf hits it. It is going to be no good, but
just wide to the right. It was well hit.
30 seconds remain in the half.
That's time for the Dolphins to do something, and Strzok has had two very good drives. The Charger D has got to tighten
How
up
about
here.
throwing an interception?
Pecking away with short, safe tosses and screens, Miami drove downfield against the Chargers and the clock. Then, with just 6 seconds left, they pulled off one of the most dramatic plays in postseason history.
The ball is on the Charger. 46 seconds remain on the halftime clock. 24-10 Chargers. He's straight back to throw, gets a rush, steps up, throws it downfield. It is complete. The lateral back at the 20, the 10, the 5.